Hello, my angels. How are you guys doing? I just want to take a moment to say my life has just become more magical than I could have imagined. So, as you can see, I look a bit more tanned than usual. Well, wow. Life has been crazy, guys. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Let me sit down over here. Let me get comfortable. So, wow. So, I decided to use this mantra. Life, are you allowed to love me so much? And I kept using that for one whole day, second day, and then no matter what was happening, I was like, wow, God, life, are you allowed to love me so much? Are you allowed to love me so much? Am I allowed to be your favorite? Is life supposed to be this good? Am I allowed to have such a beautiful life? Starting to receive these modeling requests from my agent, and there was a job in Glasgow, and the accommodation was paid for, and the money was good. So I was like, okay, this mantra is working. So what happened the next day is that I was told that even when I was like super happy, it's like loving life, and then I received a message from my agent saying that, oh, you've actually not been picked for that job. So I was like, no, I'm gonna stay delusion. I'm gonna stay in this happiness. I'm not gonna be affected by this rejection. And I said to the universe, I know that I'm not meant to go to this trip because I'm meant to go to an even more amazing trip on the weekend, which is going to be way better. And I just stayed in the mindset. I was not shifting. I was so committed to this happening. What usually happens when you get rejected is you start feeling like a reject. You start feeling like a reject, which is what you should not be feeling at all, because the more you give this energy out of, like, I can't believe they did this, I'm so angry, I'm so disappointed, you actually push it out to the universe even more, and the universe is going to give you more things to be disappointed about. So whenever there is a rejection, you should just go immediately to the mindset, okay, something better is coming, something better is coming, something better is coming. So with that mindset, I obviously had still a great day, and the next morning, which was Friday, I woke up to a message from my agent. This was like at 7 a.m. and she was like, Soom, we are going on a road trip to Wales, and if you want, you can join us because they've had a last minute dropout. So I read the message and I didn't reply, and then in my mind I was like, right, I want to be driven there. So as I woke up, I read the message, I said that to the universe, and I walked to my yoga room. She messaged again, and she said, we'll be leaving at this time, come with us. And then I was like, okay, there's a car, I'm going to be driven there, and we're going to be staying there, and everything's going to be paid for, everything's going to be covered. And instead of me going on my own, which was the previous job that I got rejected for, I this time actually have a group of girls with me. So I said yes. I had no idea what to expect. I was like, yes, I'm gonna go with the flow. Started packing, and I walked to the headquarters, just taking my time, nice and relaxed. And I got to meet my agent's dog, Beef, who was also coming with us. And then we picked up the rest of the girls with Adela and Isabella, and oh my god, it was so beautiful. We were listening to all these happy songs, beautiful sassy songs all the way. And everything was so beautiful, it was so smooth. Finally got to the cottage. It became even more magical. The sun was setting by this time. And I could not believe my eyes, you guys. I could not believe how magical this place was. It was everything that I wanted and more. And it came to me so crazy fast. It was just so crazy fast, honey. I just don't even know. And I've got no words. Life. Are you allowed to love me so much? I remember watching a movie with my friend over the weekend. It's called The Witch and the Witchflower. And there's a scene where she goes to this cottage, which was by the water. And I said it out loud. I was like, I want to go to a cottage. I really want to go be at a cottage. I want to be with nature. I want to have my feet on the grass. I want to see the water. And a few days later, the universe delivered, honey. The delivery was done. Done. I couldn't stop being happy. I couldn't. My inner child was so happy. Higher self was so happy. I was like, wow, this is the life that I never even could have imagined. The cottage was so cute. It was like, it didn't have like a lot of it wasn't like a super modern cottage, and it was so cute and vintage looking. I felt like I'd gone back in time. It was so beautiful. Everything from the interiors to the cutlery to the curtains to the furniture. It was so beautiful. It was just, oh, I love it so much. Next morning I saw the sunrise with the water reflecting. I couldn't stop smiling. Immediately I was like, wow, I need to be on the grass. This is where I'm going to meditate. This is where I'm going to do my yoga, which is what I did. Oh my god, I couldn't believe my eyes. I was just sensing all my senses, breathing the fresh air in. I was touching the grass. I was listening to the song of the birds. I was soaking in the sunshine, watching the glittering water. Oh, just so relaxed. And even Bella was like, I'm so happy that we're not rushing. We've got so much time. And I was like, oh, yes. Taking it slow, getting to know each other in really beautiful, natural way. I can't even describe how much I love my agency. This was the first time I had to stay the night with them and spend so much time with them. And oh, it's just, I felt so loved and so taken care of. I love them all so much. And oh, it's only going to get better and better and better and better. So we got all ready, and we were supposed to wear black clothes, and the location of this job was the beach. I've actually not been to a beach in so many years. I forgot how it felt and how spacious it feels and how beautiful and healing it is. I've not even felt sand in so long, so I was walking on sand and I forgot how it felt like. We're told where our location was, which was where the finishing line is. And what the task was to cheer on the finishing triathlons. Oh my god, it was crazy. Triathlons are crazy. They had to climb Mount Snowdon. They had to bike for God knows how long. They had to swim and then run in the beach. Guys, these are like superhumans. I have watched my brother run a half marathon, and I know how much strength he needs just to do a run, and this is whoa, it's like so much done in 6 hours. These are superhumans. They are like going on non-stop. And I had the honor and the privilege to hand them these medals and give them water to drink. And their appreciation was so beautiful. I was just, oh my God, I was so happy just loving them and cheering them on. Oh my God, it was just the most beautiful thing. And then so many of them, there were obviously a lot of like really fit, athletic men, but there were also older people. And I was like, how are you so fit? And there was a lady who was in her 60s. She had done it. And I was like, whoa, you are like pure inspiration for girls like us. You are inspiring me to be more fit, take care of my body, and be able and capable of doing all these things with my body. Wow, just wow. It was like a crazy world, and made me see the capacity and the limitlessness of being a human. I loved it. The music was playing, the vibe was high, everybody was dancing, everybody was cheering them on. I was just greeting. I was just loving life. The sun was shining. Oh my God, I just couldn't. How is this even my life? How is this my life? How is this even my life? Hours just flew by. Not a speckle in my body was tired. I didn't even have like a proper lunch. I didn't even have much time to have my snacks. And wow, I was like, is this my act of service? It's just giving love. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Luckily, the videographer, he was actually driving back to Manchester, so I got a ride back home. And it wasn't just any ride, it was a camper van, and it was a custom camper van. It was so gorgeous, so spacious, so high up. So my whole ride back was the most beautiful ever. Oh my God. And obviously the best company ever. Lucas, the videographer. It's just so wonderful getting to know his soul and how he sees the world and how he's going through his growth, finding the art of surrender. I honestly felt like I was just talking to myself. Honestly felt like everything was just me. And I just felt like everything is just me, and everyone is just me, and everywhere I look is just pure love and kindness, angels and miracles and perfect timing. Wow. The art of surrender and the life of a model is honestly just take care of my beautiful body vessel and be in a state of receptivity, surrendering to any form of control and just allowing things to flow to me. It requires a lot of confidence, and it requires a lot of self-worthiness, and it requires a lot of surrender and the ability to be spontaneous, going with the flow. But I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. This is exactly everything I wanted and way more. I'm just so grateful that I was brave enough to take this step. And now I can eat the fruits. I'm eating. I'm eating it all up. Life is delicious and I'm eating it all up.
Are you guys ready to pop this can?
Hello, angels. Today we are going with the flow and Helena and I have decided to go enjoy the sun outside. It's been so beautiful and hot. I honestly feel like I'm in Italy. That's how hot it is. So we're gonna sit outside in the sun and we're gonna play with bubbles. Bubbles, bubbles, bubbles. Bubbles, bubbles, bubbles. I'm wearing this beautiful dress, which I was actually inspired by Helena. I helped her clear her wardrobe, and I realized she's got so many dresses, and I hardly have many dresses. I only wear dresses at home, so I decided to go to a charity shop nearby, and I found this Karen Millen dress for £10. It was so crazy. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. So we are gonna enjoy the sun in our dresses and enjoy our bubbles. Thank you so much for blessing my skin. Thank you so much for my beautiful breakfast. Thank you so much for this beautiful blue sky. Thank you so much for my drink. So much for my matcha latte. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Queen Victoria. Victoria Street. Happy birthday to you! Yay! Yay!